pretty sizable in margin. But what do you think you learned about the team's ability to play 3 games in 3 days and still be, not tired and not disengaged from that stretch?
I think that it was just a good learning experience, mentally and physically, for our players to get up to play 3 games in a row. And I know the score was lopsided, a lot of times, but we're still working on us. So it gave us, great opportunities to work on us, to work on starts of games, to work on, passing the ball a little bit more, work on, getting shots and, within the flow of our offense, especially threes, because that's an area in which we need to get better in and better in quickly.
Don, were you pleased with your first group, especially in that first half, those first 2 quarters, when they pushed it and took every opportunity to score?
It was pleasing to see, just on both sides of the ball. I think we when we have better starts, there's better flow to our game. There's better unselfish play. There's better shots in the flow. There's better, feeding off our defense to get some easy runouts on offense. It's just, it feels like a game. It feels like everybody's into, everybody touched the basketball. And it's just a contagious thing in which, if we can get off to great starts, I think it will just put people back on their heels.
With the large margins, how nice was it to get those 4 freshmen in there, for quite a few minutes over the course of the time?
Yeah, it's always great to get them minutes. They got a hard job to come behind, our starters and have to play, to that level. And it's a good and it's a bad thing. It's good in that, when the starters do their jobs, they get more minutes and they get a chance to get some game experience. It's bad in that they got to live up to that every day in practice. But, it's always good to have someone, a good example in front of you. And that's what our freshmen have. And, they're better. They're getting better and better each and every practice that we step on the floor. When we can get them in games, is only going to help our team and our depth, throughout the year.
Dawn, Louisville's next away from home. How significant of a challenge is that?
I mean, it's a challenge. It's a challenge against a top 5 team in the country. We've been there. We've been there. It's on a neutral site, and it's a great way to test where we are. It's a great way to put our identity on the line. It's a good way to see where we match up with other great teams across the country. And I think it's a great game to play.
Anything else for Coach Staley? Thank you, Coach.
Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.